Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, we are about to do it again. Stay tuned. Y'all know one of the things that we do on my channel that I am so proud of is we take inexpensive items and we turn them into products that look like $1,000,000. That is one of the things that I'm focused on, showing you how to craft without using a whole lot of machines, without having to use a whole lot of special tools or dyes or things like that, and we still turn out beautiful, beautiful projects. And today is going to be no different, because for under $2, I am going to show you how we can make this beautiful A2 card set and the holder. So we're going to make some cards and we're going to make this beautiful little mini purse or mini gift bag, whatever it is you want to call it, for under $2. And you're going to see how simple it is. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers and to all of my new friends. Welcome back to all of my longtime subscribers and longtime friends. Thank you guys so much for the awesome way in which you support me and my channel day in and day out. You have been so supportive, especially during my move. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't say it enough. Today, this is what we're going to be making. It is a beautiful paper purse or gift bag, whatever you're calling it, and it holds A2 cards. I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at today's awesome project. When finished, our gift bag / paper purse measures 5 inches tall. It is 6 inches across and it is 2 inches deep. So this is a perfect size for those A2 cards with envelopes, or it's a perfect size if you have a gift that you want to give someone. So on the inside of mine, I've made 2 beautiful cards and coordinated envelopes to go along with it. Under $2. Hard to believe, right? It isn't difficult to do at all, and I'll show you how we achieve that in just a minute. But here is what we're going to need to make it. So I have been crafting with those beautiful paper pads that I got from Michael's, and to make this one, I actually use papers from the Fall Orchard collection. To make today's project, we're going to use the Cottage Flowers collection. And I was able to pick these up for buy one, get one half off. So they were $9.99 a piece, and buy one, get one half off. So I ended up paying about $7 for each one of these. So to make our project, we're going to need 2 strips that measure 2 by 12. I have 2 mats for my cut aparts that measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have 2 writing mats for the cards, and these measure 3 3/4 by 5. I have 2 3 by 4 cut aparts. We have 2 reinforcement pieces that measure 5 7/8 by 6 5/8. We have 2 cards that measure 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, 2 envelopes that measure 8 1/2 by 12, and 1 piece that measures 10 by 12 for the bag. So to get started, we're going to take our handles that are cut at 2 by 12, and on the 2-inch side, we're going to score at 5/8 of an inch and 1 1/2. And we score both of these the same. Then we're just going to fold over and varnish. Then I'll take my glue, and I'm going to put some glue on the inside, fold over, get one side stuck, and then I'll place glue on this end, and we're going to get it stuck. And we do this with both pieces. Then we're going to take big old spatula or whatever it is you're using, your bone folder, and we're just going to use it to start spreading that glue and to get a curve, because we want to give this a chance to harden before we actually attach it to the bag. And by doing the curve beforehand, that makes it easier to bend when we're ready to start using it. So I have set the 2 handles to the side. Let's go ahead and make the bag. So on the 10-inch side, we're going to score at 2, rotate it to the opposite 10-inch side and score at 2. Then we're going to turn it to the 12-inch side, score at 5, rotate it to the opposite 12-inch side, score at 5. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and we're just going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So we're going to go up to the score mark, free that tab, and then we'll angle in just a little bit and reduce. All right, y'all, so now that we have this piece like this, we're going to go ahead and take the 2 bottom folds and just fold them in to get them out of the way, because I'm going to do something with mine that I think is pretty decorative and you might want to do it as well. So on this end only, I am going to do an angle cut here and an angle cut there, and then I'll come straight across and do the same thing here and here. This is just going to give me a decorative finish to the side of my bag. So now we're going to take our glue and we're just going to place our glue on these pieces, and then we're going to take our glue and place our glue on this piece, because we kind of want to try to do this all in one step. So let's go ahead and bring this side up. We'll bring this side up on both ends. Then when you bring this piece over, you want to make sure that you are matching the tip here with the corner of your bag. Get it nice and straight. And we do it on the other side as well. On the inside, get that stuck. Take my big old spatula on the inside, get it stuck. And you might not be able to see it on mine, but you'll definitely see it on yours. You have sort of a crisscross here, and it looks really good to me. You might not like this look, but give it a try. I think if you try it a couple of times, it might become a new way for you to do the side of your bags and even some of your boxes. All right, y'all, so we're going to take our 2 pieces that measure 6 3/8 by 5 7/8, and we're going to score on the 6 3/8 inch side at 1.5 on both. So on the 6 3/8 inch side, we're going to score at 1.5. Then we're simply going to take this and we'll be putting it on the inside just like that. And that's going to reinforce both insides of our bag. So all I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to add some glue here on the bottom portion. Let's go ahead and put it in our bag. Then I can lay it down, go inside, and get that stuck. And then once I have it in, I'm able to take my glue, place my glue right there, fold over, and now I can get that stuck as well. We'll do the same thing with this one. We're first going to place our glue on this piece, put it in our bag, lay it down, go on the inside and get that stuck. Then we're going to place our glue here, fold that over, and get that stuck. So there's our bag. We'll add the handles in just a little bit. But now we're going to go ahead and make the cards very quickly, and you'll see just how easy it is to make the cards and the envelopes for this. So we'll take both our cards and we're going to score these on the 8.5 inch side at 4 1/4. And then we're going to take our two pieces that measure 7 3/4 by 12, and on the 7 3/4 inch side, we're going to score at 1, rotate it to the opposite 7 3/4 inch side, score at 1, turn it to the 12-inch side, and we're going to score at 4 1/4 and 8 5/8. So we'll do that second one. So it's 7 3/4. We're going to score at 1 on the 7 3/4 inch side, rotate it to the opposite 7 3/4 inch side, score at 1, rotate it to the 12-inch side, score at 4 1/4 and 8 5/8. And so now we can fold and burnish all of our scores on all of these pieces. And these two longer pieces that I'm scoring right now, these are the envelopes. All right, so now that we have our 2 cards, let's go ahead and bring in the cut aparts that measure 3 by 4, the 2 cut apart mats that measure 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and the 2 writing mats that measure 3 3/4 by 5. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just open this, and I'm going to place down a writing mat. And I'm just going to place it down using tape. You can go with a different color if you want, but I will just place that right there. We're going to place some tape on that. And we'll put that right there. So now we have 2 places to write our message. So now I'm going to take one of my cut aparts and one of the cut apart mats, add some tape to the back, and just place this down. I'll try to get it centered. And we'll do the second one. And now we can take these and just add some tape to the back. Fold over, and we can place that on the front. I'm going to place mine at a slight angle. And then I have these cut aparts, and I'm just going to cut out one that says be happy and one that says enjoy today. And I'm going to figure out which one I want to use. And I think I'm going to use the one that says be happy on the outside. Put that down. And I'm going to grab this bird because I think it'll go really well with this card. We're going to take our little bird friend and just put him right there. And then I'll go over these with my big old spatula. And then I can lift up. There we have a beautiful but simple little card. On the inside, I think I'm going to take another one of my cut aparts and just put it down. I say cut apart, I meant rub on. And we're just going to place that down, giving us just a little bit of interest on this side of the card. So now we have a really cute card. I am going to take this one and find something for the inside of it as well. And I think I like these green leaves here. And we're going to take those, place it right there. And y'all, there are our 2 cards. Let me clean up some of this mess so that we can proceed. And there we have 2 really beautiful cards. So simple and so easy. I think this one has actually turned out to be my favorite because I like the be happy and then the birds. So now we're going to do our envelope, and the envelopes are going to be very simple. We are simply going to take them and where we have these intersecting folds here, we're going to cut up to the tab because we want to free the inside tab. So I'll angle here and I'll angle here to free that tab, and then I'll cut slightly at an angle to remove that piece and to remove this piece. And we do the same thing over here. So angle, angle, cut at an angle, and remove. And then we do the same thing with the second one. We're going to cut in here, cut in here, cut down at an angle to remove that piece, cut down at an angle to remove this piece, and we just do it on this side as well. And this is our envelope form. I am just going to take my scissors and round my ends because I like for them to be rounded. If you don't want to round yours, you can leave them exactly as they are. Or if you have a corner rounder, you can use that as well. So I'm going to do this one. And this one. This one. And this one. And now I can just fold in, add just a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue there. Some glue right here on the edge. And using the widest end, I'm going to fold up and we'll get that stuck. And we'll do the same thing here. So I'm going to place a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue there, glue here, and we'll fold up. And y'all, there are 2 envelopes to go with those 2 cards. I am going to take just a little bit of tape, add some tape right here. So if you wanted to seal this, you can use your tape, add some tape right there. Now we can take these 2 and add them to our cards, and you can see how beautifully coordinated they are. Let's go ahead and add the handles. So I'm going to take my handles and I'm just going to round them a little bit. And I'm just rounding with my scissors, just taking it from that straight square shape to a slightly rounded shape. Then I'm going to take my glue, and I am going to take my handles, and when I put them down, I'm going to glue them so that the bottom of the handle hits right at the edge of this brown border. So let's go ahead and take some glue. I'm going to take this piece, we'll place it right there. You can see how it's hitting the bottom. And we'll take this piece and we'll place it right there so that it hits the bottom. And then I can lay it down and use my big old spatula. And if you want to, you can place your handles down using hot glue. I prefer to use my reptile adhesive because it holds it very well, but you can certainly use hot glue to place this down. I would never place my handles down using tape because tape is not strong enough to hold those handles, especially if you have your bag carrying any weight. So now we'll do the same thing over here, and y'all, we are almost finished with our little inexpensive project. So I'm going to take this one, try to match it with the placement over there. Then I'm going to add some glue right about here. I'll fold this over and we're going to stick it in that glue. Give these 2 a chance to dry. Then we can add whatever decorative elements we might want to add. All right, y'all, so I'm going to take my cards, put them in the purse so that you can see that they fit. So then I'm going to take a couple of these gems and I'm going to place 2 per handle. It just gives them the appearance of having some brads on them. So let's go ahead and place those 2. And then we'll flip it over and we'll place 2 over here on this side, just decorative elements. And 2 over here. All right, y'all, and the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a decorative pocket. And I have a piece that I've cut at 2.5 by 2.5. And I am just doing like a diaper fold cut. And I think I'll just round here and here. We can take our pocket and we can put it down like that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to all of the edges except the top. And we're going to take this and I'm going to place mine like that. And then the very last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue to this burlap flower, and we're going to place that flower right there. Now, if you wanted to tuck anything in this pocket small, you can. You can see how cute this purse is. So here's how I was able to make this for under $2. I was able to get each one of my paper pads for $7. And that means that I spent approximately 15 cents for the 5 sheets of paper that I used to make this. So that means that I have 75 cents in paper used on this project. But just to be on the safe side, let's go ahead and round up the paper used to $1. Then I have my little flower here, and these flowers I was able to get from Tuesday Morning. There were 35 in a pack. I paid $1.99 for them, so I'll round up to 6 cents that I paid for this. So we're up to $1.06. Then I have my little gems that were actually gifted to me, so they were free. But if I had paid for these, I would have paid about $3 for the gems. And you get 70 gems on here. So each gem that I use cost me about 4 cents. And I used 8 gems, so I spent about 32 cents plus the 6 cents for the flowers. So that's 38 cents plus the $1 for the paper. That's $1.38. Then I have my incidental cost of using my glue. And y'all, I did not use anywhere near 62 cents worth of glue. I was pulling my glue from this little bottle here, and I only used a small amount. So even if I said I used 50 cents worth of glue, and trust me, I didn't, I would still come in under $2 for making this set. So this is how you're able to do some really economical paper crafting. Pay attention to the per item cost of each thing that you're adding in. And then that way you'll have a very good rough idea of how much you're actually paying. Buy your items on sale and you really reduce the cost of making each and every item. So I'm going to bring that first one back in so that you can see just how gorgeous these are. And y'all, these were made using discounted paper pads from Michael's. That is how I was able to keep that cost under $2. And the cost even includes the cost of my scrap as well as the cut-aparts that I pulled out of that book. So the next time that you're doing a paper craft project, break it down per cost of each item so that you can be amazed at how inexpensively you are able to create goodies like this. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, but you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come back for some more fabulous crafting like this. As always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.